3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Mad Chatter Podcast, where I have Sam on, and she's going to go ahead and tell us some interesting sex shop stories. She works at a special place where special people go to spend their special money to these special girls.
They don't buy girls.
They buy their time.
I mean, it's two separate.
Things.
Yeah.
And Sam, should people hit the like button?
I mean, I'm not going to tell them what to do.
Oh, okay. I'm rethinking this whole podcast now.
No, I'm joking. Yes, definitely hit the like button.
Definitely hit the like button. Y'all heard it here first, folks. So, Sam,
Yeah.
I don't...
Can you do the podcast?
Yes, I
Tyler?
can.
I won't make.
I'm trying not to be too over the top, but I was like, you're the first girl I have on the podcast I'd fuck. Like, you're the first person I would have on the podcast that I'd fuck. Do you get it?
I thought Angela was your type.
Where's that motherfucker at? I wish he was here. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I'm like, oh yeah, this is too much fun.
Nick's gonna be like, I'm gonna have to edit so much shit.
Yeah,
on
no,
this
I'm
video."
gonna make it better. I'm gonna be better than that.
We're all waiting for that day.
Yeah, no.
For us to all be better.
So, what are some interesting stories you have? Or you know what? Fuck that. Tell us something about yourself, Sam. What's your favorite thing about yourself?
I'd say my eyes.
Your eyes.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I said.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got those, I can't remember her name, eyes, but like they just pop. Would you look into the camera so they can see your eyes?
I don't know what they look like today. Ugh, don't make me laugh, timer.
Okay. We'll keep it serious. Serious tone. Sam.
Timer.
This whole podcast is just going to be a bunch of laughing. So,
Okay.
I don't know if we need to just scrap everything so far. Can we be adults for a second?
No. I'm tired of adulting.
Okay, Sam. So your eyes are beautiful.
Correct.
We've agreed upon this.
Yeah.
The audience has agreed upon this as well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what color they are right now, but yeah.
Okay. So, tell us some of these stories you've been telling me about. Like creepy ankle guy.
Okay, so I was working the front of the shop by myself, and the manager, she was in her office. And so I'm working by myself. It was late, probably around 10, 11 o'clock at night. And this dude had walked in. And, you know, you're not supposed to judge people.
Of course.
By their cover. But, but when I first saw this dude walk in, he had...
Gentleman.
Yeah, he had a very fitted, like, dry fit shirt on, like a short sleeve one, and then, like, the very fitted, like, leggings, the workout leggings that you normally wear under your shorts, right? No, he was just wearing those by themselves. And then that fitted shirt, and it was, like, 2 different color grays. So I was like, oh, I wonder, you know, what type of product. I normally try to figure out what type of product the person is going to be interested in when they walk in.
So if I walked in the door, you'd be like, that dude's looking for butt plugs. That dude's looking for a pocket pussy.
Well, yeah, you can usually tell.
Yeah.
And then...
like how good have you gotten at that?
Like, pretty well.
And like,
I'll tell them, be like, hey, okay, sometimes I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
So,
sometimes?
Sometimes. So, if a dude comes in and he's being kind of a smart ass, like jerk, you know, like those alpha male types that yeah, like
Chad dads.
they'll come in there and they're like, you know, oh, I know everything, like blah blah blah, like I'm a dominant male type over there, and I'll be like, hey, so the dick extenders, they're right over there if you're looking for them, and and it throws them off, and they're like, like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Do they like that when you're an asshole to them?
Some of them, you have to read people. Some people, definitely. Some people are very insecure and they're looking for something more, you know, educational. Like, you know.
Like what? Like a box set DVD?
No, like as an educational experience.
Oh, you mean experimental?
No, like when they come in, like, you know, kind of like when you go to a doctor's office timer.
Oh, Dr. Sam.
Like, you know, something more educational, more professional, something, you know, because they're so intimidated and they don't know what to expect. And then there's other people that come in and they're like already half-ass drunk, you know, trying to see some titties next door. And then you fuck around with them and you can joke around with them. I've had people say, like, they'll come back just to see me, like, and have fun with me. And I've even been offered a free bar tab at a bar and all types of stuff. Like, I get, because people like me so often.
What's the weirdest thing someone's offered you?
Oh my gosh. I gotta finish my story about the ankle dude first, okay?
I'll write it down. That's what this is here for.
Okay. So, this dude came in, and he asked where the pocket pussies were.
Yeah.
And so I showed him. I could take him over there and show him. And he was like, oh, okay. And he's looking, and I walk away. And I wait for a little while. And I'm like, all right, obviously he's having trouble. He's just not finding something he wants, or he, you know, is having trouble deciding. I can help give a little more information on the product to help you decide. And so I go over there and I'm like, oh, are you doing okay? And he was like, yeah. And he starts asking a few questions about it. And then I'm wearing black and white Nikes. And I'm wearing, I was wearing jeans and like bootcut jeans with them. And he was like, oh, I like your shoes. And I was like, my little crackhead self. I was like, thanks, they're kid sizes. And I like flashed him the side of my shoe. And I was like, thanks, they're kid sizes. And he was like, oh, can I see them? And I'm like, yeah, like I just like lift the side of my foot, you know, like I'm just like, there you go. Like, and I think he was expecting me to hand him my shoe or something. And I was like, and he like gets down on it, like squats down, and he lifts up my jeans, and he takes his finger, like, okay, so like, here's my jeans, this is my foot, right?
Yeah.
He like lifts up my jeans, and he starts going like this and rubbing his finger on my ankle. And he was like, and I was like, oh my God, no. And I'm by myself.
Yeah.
And he's the only customer in there right now. And it's like late at night, and I was like, this dude is rubbing my ankles. And he was like asking me like the same questions. And then like, so he like stands up, like I would kind of like pull my leg away, and he like stands up, and he's like, ask me a few more questions about the pocket pussies. And then he'd be like, so can I see your shoes again? And I was like, no fucking way. And I was just like, yeah, see, like.
Did he?
And he was like asking to see the size of my shoe. And you know, it's usually on the inside.
Yeah.
So I think he was trying his hardest for me to take my shoes off.
I could just see him running away with your shoes.
Like, and then he did it again. He lifted up my pants, started rubbing my ankles, and then he was like, do you have socks on? And I was like, yeah, see, they're right there. Like, and I was just like, what the fuck? And then he asked me, he was like, so you got a boyfriend? And I was like, Yeah,
got 10
I
of 'em.
definitely have a boyfriend.
I got 10
Knowing
boyfriends.
I do not have a boyfriend at
Yeah.
all. Like, yeah, I definitely have a boyfriend, and we're very happily committed to each other.
He's fucking jacked, too.
Like, yeah, and this dude, he's very athletic,
Mm-hmm.
like, very fit.
Yeah, it's 'cause
Young
he's
gentleman.
fucking gotta be strong to kidnap all these women.
But at first, the way he walked and the way he was dressed, I thought he liked other males. And then he started with the foot thing.
It's a ruse.
Yeah, and then he started asking me if I'm in a relationship. And then he like grabs my name tag, right? And he like looks at it and he's like, "Yeah, I'll be back to see you, Samantha." And I was like,
You should start using an alias.
but they have my government name on my name tag.
Yeah. That, I would change
And I have
that.
to wear my name tag.
Yeah.
So the thing is, it was completely, utterly true. He did come back.
How many times does he come back?
He's came back like 5 times now.
5 times, and he's bought what?
Nothing
Bought nothing.
at all.
You should start charging him.
Like, he'll come in and he'll like stare at me the entire time, because like the toys, the novelties, they're behind like a mini wall. So you can see over the wall. You can't see products or anything,
Yeah.
but you can see over the wall because we have all the glass up front. And with all the glass, you're not so supposed to be able to see, nudity through the glass.
Yeah.
So we have like a mini wall, and all the toys and everything are on the side of that. So he'll go back there to the pocket pussies, stand there for a little while, and then as he's walking back around, he like just stares at me the entire time. Like, he goes in and out the store, doesn't say anything, just looks at me, never buys anything, and that's it. Like, and he's done it 5 times. And when he said he was coming back to watch me from a distance, but let me know he's there. Like, yeah.
Man, I don't even know what to say to that, if I'm being totally honest. Like, what do you do? Like, has he fucking felt your ankles up again?
No. He like doesn't even talk to me. I'll be like, "Hi."
He won't say anything?
No.
Sam, I think he wants to kidnap your ass and like wear your shoes on his toes or something.
It's funny because there was an opportunity a customer could, and he probably would have, because there was this dude. We had this big black chair, like almost like a chase, like it's a long,
Like a throne?
not a throne. It's like shaped like that.
That's shaped like a shoe.
Shut up. And it has like these buckles all over it.
That looks like the bottom of a shoe.
But these it's like another, like, you can move these, you can flatten it out, like you can
Oh,
move.
okay.
You can adjust it to different positions, and it has buckles all the way around it.
She's a proper artist, folks.
No, whoa. And so that isn't.
It's okay. It's okay, Sam. It's okay.
Anyways, it's called the Liberator chair.
The Liberator. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So you can bond someone to it. You can put buckle cuffs
So,
on them,
like-
and you can like attach them to the chair,
Mhm.
and they can't move. And this dude kept saying, like, he kept coming in saying he was gonna buy it. He was
Uh-huh.
gonna buy it, and then one day he came in. I was actually running the store that day, and then it was our male associate, because there's only 3 of us,
Mm-hmm.
and it was him and then me, and I was running the store, and it had been raining outside all day, and this dude come in, and he said that he was gonna, I told him I could give him a discount on it because we didn't have the cuffs that were supposed to come with it,
Yeah.
because the old manager was trying to,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, take it home herself.
Yeah. Call her out.
Yeah. So, we didn't have like the attachments for it.
Yeah.
So I told him I'd give him a discount on it, and he ended up getting that. But he was asking, before said he was going to buy it, he wanted me to measure it. And then he wanted me to go and measure his car.
I thought you were about to say measure something else.
No, and it had been raining.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm getting rained on as I have the tape measure, trying to measure his back seat. And, like...
Why didn't he measure it?
I don't know. And then I was like, he could have 100% just pushed my ass in and, like, had some type of safety lock system on his car, because I measured his car and I was like, look, this is how you're going to have to put this in here. It's not going to fit in your back seat. I said, your girl, he had a girl with him, your female is going to have to sit behind you, and then you're going to have to put it, like, lay down the passenger seat and put it in the car this way. And so we ended up getting it in his car, and she is in the store shopping. It's her birthday.
Yeah.
So I convinced him, like, he needed to get her some other stuff for her birthday. And I'm helping her shop and everything, and I check them out, and then they leave.
Yeah.
Well, later on, they call the store, and they're saying that they were trying to use one of the toys, and they were having issues with it, and asking what to do. And I told them that they could contact the company, the manufacturer, and that they can replace it. You know, they have warranties on them. You just show them when you bought it, the receipt, and they'll send you a new one.
Yeah.
And I was talking to our male sales associate, and me and him joke around all the time. We make the best jokes.
Yeah.
But not always appropriate.
This podcast is not appropriate.
Yeah, not appropriate at all. So, me and him, I was like, oh my gosh, all I can picture is this dude sitting there with, like, this toy in his hand, probably, and we're gonna name my sales associate Kevin. I got it. Kevin. Okay, so Kevin was like, oh, I picture him. She's laying up on the bed in the pillows. He's sitting on the edge of the bed, dick in his hand, just with you on the phone, just asking about this product, probably jerking it. And I'm like,
that was a beautiful picture you just painted.
Why? I was like, oh my gosh, I do not want to talk to them.
Would you consider yourself kidnappable?
I mean, a lot of people say they would.
Kidnap prone? Like just any day at work now.
When this dude comes in once a week.
The ankle guy?
No, this dude.
So you have multiple dudes just coming back?
Yeah, and sometimes he'll bring his girl, and he gives me his phone number every time. And we have to make up, like, an excuse of why I haven't
Sorry,
contacted
I have to keep buying a new phone. I'm so sorry.
Well, the first time he came in, he was, like, kind of being, like whispering real low.
Yeah.
Like, trying to, he's like, hey, you. Out of everybody, all three of us were up front. He's like, you, come here. Like, and he's, like, whispering to me, and he's like, hey, so remember the girl I brought in here the other day? Like, she wants your number or something.
That's
like
exactly
that.
what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It's her.
No, it's
Them.
both of them.
Oh.
Yeah, it's definitely both of them.
What does your job offer that for price?
No. Well, I can be bought off the floor for $2,000.
For $2,000. Oh, that's chump change.
But I don't go home with you.
Yeah.
You know, like, we would go to, like, a private room, like you do with the dancer.
Yeah.
Except for I'm more expensive than a dancer.
Is there a number?
Is it what? No.
Oh God.
No. So like
I have a number.
Oh.
Someone could go home with me for a number.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, me.
Oh.
Yeah. I have a number. I don't know what it is,
So
but
69.
It's $69,420.
I don't know.
$420,069.
I liked how you had the 420 in there, but
Yeah.
you're just fucking it up now.
No.
Yeah, just stop.
So Sam,
No.
where you living these days? Where you staying at, huh?
Are you trying to bring up the fact I've been here for a little while?
I'll bring that up later. Stay tuned. So what's the weirdest thing someone tried to give you?
Tried to give me? That I have been given something. Like, this dude walked in. So the dancers, they'll come over in their, like, dance wear.
Yeah, of course.
And their heels.
Mhm.
Like,
The heels are important.
well, if they don't have them on, they can get a prostitution charge.
Exactly. Yeah. Educate the folks.
Yeah, you have to be 6 inches or more off the ground.
Would stilts count? Could they be walking around in stilts?
I said 6 inches or more, timer.
Okay. Fuck, man. You're really coming at me right now. Why are you projecting so much?
You're projecting.
You're deflecting.
You are off topic. That's what you are. So,
That's right. Weirdest thing.
a dude walked in. There's a dancer there talking to someone in the store, and he like walks, checks her out, comes over to the register,
Mm-hmm.
picks up this nipple tingling bomb, right? Right, that's like the little like knickknacks by the register and stuff.
Yeah.
And he picks up the tingle bomb, and he's like, "Here, I want to buy this." And I was like, "Is this all for you?" And he said, "Yeah." And he pays for it, and like I go to give it to him in the receipt, and he hands it back to me, and he was like, "You can have that," and then just walks out, doesn't say anything.
What a fucking gentleman.
Like, I was like, did he just walk directly right here by this? Like, I think he was just trying to check her out.
Yeah.
But like,
Are you sure you just didn't want your nipples to tingle?
no, like he just like bought it, and then he was like, "Here, keep it." Oh, all right.
Did you try it?
I have tried it. I wouldn't say it makes your nipples tingle, but when you lick it, it makes your tongue tingle.
Why'd you fucking lick it?
I put it on someone else's nipples, and I licked them off for her nipples.
Fucking dead. Oh my god.
Me and my friend were trying to figure out what the fuck it did, because I put it on my nipples, and I was like,
So we got nipple cream, nickel bomb, nickel. We got
Nickelback.
we got the Nickelback bomb. And logically, we get to licking it off of someone's nipples.
I'm sorry, is this possibly on video anywhere? Is there any chance that there's any video footage of this?
There may be.
If you
You know,
subscribe to our OnlyFans, you might find out.
I don't have an OnlyFans anymore.
Yeah, the people want it. You gotta give the people what they want.
Yeah, the taxes are just horrible.
That I could be your fucking CPA.
You just want to manage my money. So
I just
bad.
want to manage people's money and get paid doing that.
Why don't you become an accountant?
Because then I'd have to go to school for it.
Do you? You can just be like, I'm a freelancer or something.
I'm a life coach. This is not financial advice.
You just have to put in very small print a little disclaimer.
Yeah, the extremely long disclaimer and extremely small print.
Yeah.
That's what the magnifying glass
No one
is
has.
for.
No one has to know. No one will know.
So, what are some other juicy little tidbits? What are like? What is your like?
Found on the web. According to Wikipedia.org, like can be used to express a feeling of attraction between two people that is weaker than love.
Well, we had a fourth guest on the podcast.
Dude, at least it's not the pecans.
Oh
okay?
my god. Check pecans. So, what's your target demographic? Like, if you had to say, if anybody's going to walk in the door to your sex shop,
Mhm.
What would you most likely think it'd be?
Like our most
Like
common
male, female,
male. 100%.
male. Okay. Drunk or not drunk?
Depends on the time of the day.
Okay.
So we have our older customer base that
Mhm.
comes in, or like a lot of more traveling dudes, like
Traveling dudes.
truck drivers.
Ah, like Matt's.
Yeah. So there's those that come pass through, and it's like a regular stop on their route. And they even have like reward members. They're reward members. They are.
Yeah. So what do you get through the reward membership?
So you get 5% off every purchase.
Okay.
And then every 100 points you get $5 off, and you can add up to your points. So like the other day, I bought something. I bought a few things, and I got over $102 off because I had saved up points from purchasing stuff.
So can you haggle at this place? Is it a haggling type place?
Like, oh, can I get this cheaper?
Yeah.
No.
No haggles.
No, but we do have a lot of deals. Like if you buy a toy and a lube and a cleaner, you get 20% off all 3 of those items.
What if they bought a toy, lube, and no cleaner?
10%.
Oh, they still get a discount.
Yeah.
Oh.
A toy.
I was just gonna say they sound like dirty fucks.
No, a toy and a lube, you get 10% off. A toy and a cleaner, you get 10% off. Toy, lube, and cleaner, you get 20% off.
So we got creepy ankle guy. We got Mr. I give you my phone number every time guy. But who's the oddball? Like you walked up in there and you were not expecting them to buy some shit like that. Like subverted expectations.
That's gonna be me this week.
I got you. I'll get you a discount.
Come on, Angela, I got free passes, man.
We got bussies. Butt pussies.
We got Evan.
I got all of that I can handle. All right.
Oh, he missed.
People are gonna get the wrong idea about me after this.
He was crying on the podcast. He's talking about bussy.
It got real. Angela purged some much needed feelings. It was good for everyone.
Yeah, so I would say, okay, there was this very tall gentleman, white, looked like a farmer, had coveralls on.
I think I know the guy.
Like, we're talking about like 6'6", 6'7". Like
Oh, yeah.
He's big old Farmer John type.
Like big belly?
No.
Oh,
like
never
he
mind.
big, like.
Big dick boy
Yeah.
energy.
And he came in and bought a big ass dick. He bought a 10-inch, I think it was like a 10, 12-inch dick. Like, big old dong.
Was it black?
I think it was. I think the one that we had in that size was
We
black.
only have black. The only dildos that are big are black dildos.
No, we have purple ones and blue
Oh.
ones, and
Okay.
we did have a big. It was molded after a porn star. I'm trying to think who his name was.
Who his name was?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was molded like a replica of the porn stars.
Never thought about it from that angle.
Yeah.
So, you brought me this egg. What is this egg, and what does it do?
It's a masturbator.
A masturbator.
Yeah, like, so it's literally shaped like an egg,
Uh-huh.
right? And when you open it up, it's a jelly filling. It also kind of looks like an egg, and there's a hole on one side. And you're supposed to add a little bit of water, like a few, like not a lot, just, yeah, take notes.
No,
Oh.
no, I was gonna say go, here for demonstration.
Oh, well, you just have to put like a few drops of water in it. I think it has like an activation, like lubricant inside or something. And then you put it on the head of the penis, and then while you're masturbating, while you're stroking, it's very stretchy. And if you're not careful, you can bust through the end
The
of
end
it.
of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take notes, folks. We got a professional here.
Because the end of it, the why it's so stretchy, is very thin. Mm-hmm. and like you can actually see the head of your penis
Oh, wow.
through it. Is how thin it is.
Yeah, I got to say, I haven't used it yet. But I've been hearing good things from certain people in this house about this.
Yeah.
Sales are up.
They're on their third one,
Sales are up.
and they've used it like 4
You
times.
gotta be gentle.
The first ones were destroyed
A learning
on
experience.
accident. But each color egg has a different texture inside.
I just found what you guys are talking about.
Bring
You wanna
it here, bring it here.
Okay.
Bring it here.
Because I was wondering, I picked up what the fuck is this?
Do we have a spare dildo lying around?
No, we're not gonna waste the egg on it. But they're very affordable because most pocket pussies, right, range anywhere from like $25. If you can find them for $10 and $14, but your better ones are gonna be anywhere from $25 to almost $100.
I would take nothing less than a premium pocket pussy.
So
All right.
this
Is this for men or women?
is for men.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Can you fuck someone with this egg on?
I mean, so what happened was
not what you can do.
It's a hard yes, I think.
if you bust through the end of it, right,
Yeah.
then it is possible
Get in
to
here,
leave
bro.
it on almost like a cock ring and have intercourse with it on. So this is what I was talking about. It looks like an egg, and then it shows you right here what the inside looks like. That's the texture. I think this is actually one of his favorite ones. This is the one he's on right now. He had a yellow one, which was a spiral one.
Right this moment?
Wonderful.
No, not this moment. I think he's taking a nap.
He's giving the egg a rest for a minute.
Yeah, you gotta.
He's a real egghead.
So,
Yeah. He said he used it 3 times in one night.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, he really has a lot
That's-
of good things to say about this egg.
That's saying
Yeah.
something. How much is one of those things?
It's $9.99.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I take
It's
it there's some
very-
sort of
it's-
disposable situation?
Yeah.
No, you said to clean
I
it
said
out.
you could.
You could.
Obviously,
You could.
your roommate is using them multiple times.
Yeah, but he's a fucking degenerate. That's different, all right? Like,
If you do
as
not
a-
break the tip of
he is
it,
an animal.
what's the point of not reusing it?
What? Okay.
I thought she was about to say, what do you say?
If
She said if you're not rinsing it out.
If you
what's-
don't break
she
the
was saying,
tip.
if you're not breaking the tip,
Oh.
then what's the point of fucking using it?
Well, no, of what?
You're not doing it right.
Reusing it, timer, reusing it. So the first one he had was
Are
the
you planning on trying this out?
yeah. This is
Yeah,
for
okay,
him.
alright.
I got this for him.
All right.
Easter. They were Easter eggs. Get
Yeah,
it?
they are.
She said she might get you one.
Yeah, I'll get
give
you
it a
one.
shot.
He'll be busting through them fuckers. Like, y'all sales are gonna go through the roof.
Like, well, they're very. I actually picked these items out for the shop.
Oh.
Like when we were ordering stuff, one of my friends was like, "Oh, do y'all have?" He's a very well-known person around Shreveport, and he was like, "Do you have the eggs that are on TikTok?" And I was like, "Well, I don't have TikTok, so I don't know what you're talking about." But I ended up finding these through one of our distributors, and I ordered them, and they're only $9.99, so they're very affordable versus that $25 to $100 range. And some people like the disposable idea because, just reusing something kind of grosses them out,
Yeah.
So it's hydroactive, so you just add the smallest amount of water so it's not like dripping all over you, And
He says if you think that you put a little bit of water in there, you put in too much.
yeah, that's what he said. That's what he told Timer for advice on how to use it. Satisfier's the brand.
If
This is Riffle. That's this design. There's the twist one, the yellow one with the twist design. Then there's the darker green, like an emerald green. It has bristles in it. He said that one was good.
So
And then this
I gotta
one.
be honest, none of those sound appealing to me.
And then
I think
this-
it's got to be one of those things you got to try out.
And then there's one that looks like an Easter egg on the inside. Like it's like has like little chevron, but it's mostly filled. It's not as intense as this.
When I seen that picture right there, and then I read what the egg was actually for, it looked a bit menacing. I'm not gonna lie. I was
Okay,
like, man,
so
I don't
you-
know, man.
Okay, so you open it. You open the egg. Add a small. You see, it's like 1 drop of water they add, and then it stretches over. So you put it over.
Over what?
Your penis.
Your dick?
Yeah.
I'm just sorry. I
So
said-
yeah, your
like
your
you've been
dick.
actively avoiding saying dick and vagina
No.
a few times.
No, I have not.
I must have missed some stuff.
It's quite.
I even
We're
said pussy.
liberated.
So like,
I heard some hesitation earlier. I was like, man, this is you can let it out.
no,
man.
look, I was told that I say dick too willingly in the store
Well, I mean, it is
By-
a sex. It is a sex
by your
story.
roommate. He's like, you just be slinging the word pussy and vagina and dick around that. Like,
Excuse me. We're
What-
gonna get demonetized if you keep going.
I'm sorry.
You shitting
You
me?
said this podcast. Okay, you know what? We're
No,
not
no,
gonna-
no. I was joking, man. There's no monetization going on here.
Yeah.
Okay, either way, you put it over the head of your penis,
Mm-hmm.
and then it stretches. So as you're masturbating, you feel the texture on the inside.
So, like, it sounds good and all, but I'm a little worried. Like, if these get out into the mainstream, if anybody's gonna be fucking anymore, you think? Is it that good?
Well, I mean,
Is it pussy replacement worthy?
I don't think.
Do you think-
Ultimately, I don't think anything is going to
Do you
replace
think
like that human connection.
It
part of
what it was
I mean,
if we didn't have sex with one on. Obviously, it
yeah,
didn't
but
replace
we're,
it.
we're talking about a sex addict here.
Well, I mean, for that matter, that's just kind of like the equivalent of like cigarettes helping a heroin addict through the day to their next fix. Like it's not
Like-
a replacement. It's just a buffer.
I don't leave the house looking for women. If I had something that satiated my sexual hunger more, well, then you could just,
I got a
add more.
blowjob simulator.
That sounds expensive.
Timer could afford it.
No, I couldn't.
Yeah, you
It's
could.
a strict budget.
That means it's expensive. You
Nah.
should be proud of yourself. That
It's
means
like-
if someone says you can afford it, that means that it's probably expensive.
It's under
Sam understands me.
it's under $200, and like that's broke people shit. You're speaking right now, quote unquote timer.
She responded to Austin talking about $100 milkshake. He's like, I wouldn't pay $100 for a milkshake on principle. And I was like, but it's getting delivered to you. If there's only one way to get a milkshake delivered to you, and it costs $100, I'm glad that we have that option. He's like, I wouldn't pay for it in principle. And then I'm about to speak, and Sam's like, Timer would say that's broke people shit. Because rich people wouldn't care if it's $100 for their fucking milkshake.
And then I just like casually walked out the room. Like,
Yeah, just like dropped that bomb. And I was like, that's exactly what I was going to say.
I don't know, man. It would have to be like it would have to be a pretty impressive fucking milkshake, even being
well,
delivered.
we were talking about DoorDash.
Yeah,
You know, like the delivery system, because your food got delivered here. It was that whole situation that was brought it
Shoulda
up.
ate that shit.
you
Yeah, we
should've.
should have. We should have.
Dude,
Cause
literally, I had-
I like locked the door and I was like, "Are you expecting someone?"
That was hands down the worst DoorDash situation I ever been through. They canceled my order.
Oh.
Dude, canceled my order, and then I reordered the same thing with the refund that they just gave me, and I know what happened. They sent somebody else out with the same fucking order of food, dude. It was like the shit was literally like the nuggets weren't cooked right. Like everything in the bag was cold and seemed like it was sitting for like an hour or
Look,
two.
I
Like,
need
so-
these wing places to realize when you order boneless wings to fucking give you eating utensils.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
I
bro?
think there's probably like an assumption though. Well, there's probably two things that go into that. One would just be the pure overall laziness of people who know that you're not gonna bring your DoorDash back, because if you were gonna do that, you probably would have drove there to pick the shit up yourself. And number two, it's being delivered to your house, so they probably assume that you're not a fucking cave
No,
person
it's
who doesn't
getting
have eating
delivered to
utensils.
my work.
Oh well, that's
And
a
it
fair point
says the name of the place on
then.
there.
Yeah, that goes back to the first thing I said, just general non-give a fuck.
If you had to, like, what would you use for a utensil to eat? Like, if you had to pick something off the shelf.
Like what's on the shelf?
Yeah, like you're getting your food and you don't have an eating utensil. You have to pick a utensil from the sex shop.
That's a good question.
I'm a great person.
What could you use? I feel like would be an equivalent question. Like,
Could or would I? I mean, we have this shocking knife.
Would you
there
use?
we go.
We have a shocking knife.
That's it. That's
I
the
just
thing.
stabbed that
There you
bitch
go.
and just make sure I don't shock myself on
That's the trick right there. Or you just get 2 pencils and use them for chopsticks. Innovation.
Too many people be touching them hoes.
You just fucking wipe them off. With
You don't
something.
think dudes come up in there, done touch their dick in a bathroom?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's probably
Yeah,
a bunch of them
no.
that whack off in the bathroom.
I
Thinking
did-
about you specifically.
Probably.
I bet you that's a
Tell
thing.
us about these pills that you can buy at the shop.
Okay.
For what?
Male and female supplements.
You're taking over for a second, Angelo.
Okay.
We bring my drink back?
Yeah.
Great. So there are male and female pills or liquid shots. They look kind of like 5-hour energy shots. Or honeys. Man, you're doing you're doing great, Timer. I was trying to ignore it, but it just got obnoxious. Thanks.
We're gonna cut that. We're gonna cut that part out.
No, that should definitely stay in there. So, there are these supplements. You can do them. The liquid forms like a shot. The pill form, obviously, it's just a pill capsule, or some type of pill form. And then we have the honeys, which is like regular honey, but they add other roots. It's all natural roots, herbs, stuff like that. Like it's all natural pills, all natural stuff. And so they have a honey form. Some people don't like the honey because it's bitter. Kind of like when you eat an edible, like I don't know if you ever had edible honey.
Honey straws and honey
Yeah.
sticks. I've
So
had
they're
it before.
bitter, yeah. And so it's bitter like that, and a lot of people don't like that, but some people mix it into their teas, like hot teas.
So what do these things do though? Like, are the male versions like some sort of male enhancement type
Yeah.
of situation, or like
Pretty
a
much.
thing
Almost
to make you last longer?
like gas
what?
station pills. You ever heard of gas station pills?
Yeah, they used to have some up at a pilot called Horny Goat Weed.
Yeah. Which that's actually the actual plant. Is
Oh, okay.
It's honey goatweed, and that, is a stimulant. But
So what would the women's do?
males it's stronger, like erections, like harder, longer, more stamina.
Yeah, so just a general overall male enhancement.
And it gives you
supplement.
energy as well.
So what would that do for a woman? Like the energy part of it probably.
So you get the energy. Some women they'll take it and they'll like kind of be turned on. You trying to play footsies with me, Timer?
What if I was?
Well, I felt it. Oh. He's like, why are your toes so long?
We
They're
don't,
like
we
caressing.
don't need to bring up the build of this man's toes.
Ooh.
I'm kidding. Okay.
It's getting a little hot in
A
here.
little personal. I'm gonna have to remove this egg and turn this into a different kind of video.
Whack!
That's not
So-
what I was thinking, but
Look,
all right.
you want to see the world's first flying Tesla? Because
I love how there's an engine noise in that Tesla car.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what do the women's do?
okay, so it makes you wetter
Okay.
naturally, stronger orgasms, more sensitive down there, more energy. But like I was saying, some people told me that they've taken them and then like cleaned the house.
Oh wow. Okay.
Uh,
So it can give you like if you're not trying to fuck after you use one, it could be like sort of an energy supplement. Sort
yeah, but they last. The stronger ones last up to 5 to 7 days.
Jesus.
For male
Oh my God.
and female.
Have
It's
you-
not necessarily saying you're going to be hard for 5 or 7
Day
days.
3. Look, we gotta. I need to talk to somebody up there. Can we? I got an issue. I can't go to work. Like I can't even go into work right now.
Yeah, no. So
Do you have any personal experience with
Well,
any of those?
say you go into work and they're like, I don't know what's up with fucking Angelo this week, but this motherfucker's working 3 times as hard. Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, so.
No? You haven't?
No, I haven't taken one. I do
Okay.
have one. I haven't taken it.
So you're strictly just going off of the knowledge that you've either read or heard from other people about them.
Correct.
You know what we should do? If you come back on the podcast, we should all pop one.
I have some in the truck.
Bet you do.
Look, I can't be popping that before we go get our pedicure. These
Okay,
these
because,
Asian
like,
ladies.
Your dick would be so hard you wouldn't even know what to do.
I just keep trying to fucking readjust my belt
Hey,
buckle.
can you polish this thing for me while you're at it down there? I mean, I just need you to buff this down real
Just
fast.
Angelo has a place where he can go.
I know some people.
So, yeah, when it says up to 5 to 7 days, you're sensitive. So it could be like your pants rubbed up against your dick some type of way, and your dick's gonna get hard, or like you're wearing shorts and a breeze comes in and your dick's hard. Like
I don't know. I got out of my car a little too fast. Can you go grab my delivery for me? I can't come in right now.
Yeah,
You're out of
exactly.
nature and you see a fucking hole in a tree, and you're just like, I don't know what it is about that fucking gape in that tree.
That sounds exactly like your roommate.
Said, man, it was
Yeah.
Nature's sexy.
We could talk about my roommate.
No,
it was
No.
now.
We could be.
we don't need to hurt people's feelings.
That's exactly what this is for. This is a public forum to openly talk about and address and hurt people's feelings. I have found that some of the best growing I've done in my entire life has come from my feelings being hurt. So,
Not everyone takes criticism the same though.
I agree.
They
I agree
take
wholeheartedly.
They take it so straight to the heart and like more like you're doing bad, you're bad versus
I feel like what you're saying would have more validity if we hadn't already went over these things with both you and multiple times before this podcast happened.
well
So like with a plethora of other people, sure, but we have wiped those things off the fucking board. Like from what I understood, this was discussed with both you and a few different times to the
Wait.
point to where openness could be had on microphone. Maybe I don't know, from what I understand. I don't know.
I'm confused. We're talking to him what?
I'm
Talk to both of us about what?
gonna have Zach on the next podcast.
Oh, see this.
My strange addictions. No, I'm just kidding.
How I went through a whole baker dozen of eggs in 1 week, in one night.
I buy them by the carton now. Like,
Can you buy that many? Do you get a
Sure.
kickback?
sure you could.
Well, there's 6 different types.
Yeah, exactly. So you got 12 eggs on a
So
rotation
you
of
can
6 different
use-
kinds.
Yeah, you can use
You need to like make an egg that's like
each one twice, like each color twice, right? So, and then a baker dozen's 13.
Taste the
So then
rainbow.
your
Feel the
favorite
rainbow.
one, you can have 3 times.
Oh wow, that's fucking sweet.
I'll tell you.
You wanna play spin the egg? Wow.
What end do we go by?
The tip.
Okay, and that means what? The person.
Wait, hold on.
Hey! So we're gonna have to take a short break.
Wait, what?
We'll be back 4 eggs later.
We're gonna have to post this one on Pornhub.
Timer spun it, so.
This one will be.
No.
Timer spun it. Timer spun it. You know, that's how spin the bottle works.
I
The
just-
person that spins and the person
Well,
that lands
Angelo,
on it.
True.
Y'all
It
have
was-
a great break.
It was nice having a friendship.
What do you mean? It pointed at you, dummy, which means
That was you. It was like that.
I thought.
The tip. The head.
But that's why we both went.
No. Timer spun it, and it was the tip, which is the head.
No.
Roll that shit back
No.
because.
Hold on. I thought if you play spin the bottle, just the person that spins it, the 2 ends that it lands
No.
at. No. Yeah.
It's the
No,
person
yeah,
that
it's the person that
spins and the
spins it.
person it points at.
If you spun
And
the
it
bottle
went
and it
and it
lands on
stopped
her-
like that. So it was
Well,
Angelo.
I thought it was you, so that's.
No, you're completely wrong. I told you.
Am I completely wrong
I
because
to-
I'm completely wrong or because you don't want me to be right?
I
Like,
am
what-
telling
what
you
is
you
this
are wrong
reason?
because you're actually wrong.
Well, it was a misunderstanding.
No.
Yeah.
We all decided before it
You
ended.
get to roll it then.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is a technical situation. I feel like.
So, Sam,
Yeah.
let's get a little intimate.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my God.
So where the fuck did her legs go? Fucking Lieutenant Dan looking ass.
Whew.
So Sam,
Yeah.
how have you liked staying at my house for the past month?
It
All
hasn't
right, I
been
have
an...
a chest rig calling my name. I'm gonna leave the rest of this to you, beautiful people.
Oh, what? You're leaving us,
Oh,
Angela?
I'll be back.
Okay.
You haven't seen the last of me.
So,
Uh-huh.
it hasn't been a month.
How long has it been?
It's been on and off, maybe like 3 weeks.
3 weeks. So about a month.
A little less, but yeah.
If
I just have to fuck with you.
if this was an Airbnb, how would you rate
Um,
living here?
well, it depends on if you count the hostility or not.
Oh, I don't. What hostility? Has somebody been hostile with you, Sam?
Oh, that would have been crazy if there was. Would have never expected it from this household.
Has Austin not been treating you right?
I love Austin.
Yeah.
That's my best friend over there.
Oh
okay?
yeah. How's
We're
the
still
other people?
We're still waiting on you to, game night. But it's
Game
okay.
night.
It's okay.
You mean whenever you came over and I said I was sick and I felt terrible and you just stayed in the living room trying to get me to play a game?
No, at first I did not. We just had conversation, and you told me that I made you feel better. Yeah, you did.
I said I feel a little bit better spiritually.
That still lightened the mood.
My
like
headache
your-
wasn't any better.
So, but I made your mood better. Okay? Let's not make it less than anything than it was.
Counts on technicality at least.
You said we were friends earlier, and I know you meant it.
Counts in perpetuity, damn it.
I told her I was like, Sam, I feel like I could be more honest with you than most people.
Because I just don't care.
Because I just don't care. And ever since then, she's been trying to convince me that I love her.
He does. You would not tolerate anyone else this long.
I'm just a patient person, you know.
You're a liar.
I'm extremely patient.
You're extremely not.
I can wait you out, Sam.
I feel like that sound.
I can wait you out.
Sounds like you would lose.
I have to throw this in there. If there's nothing else that I know about Timer, is that if you tried to, with every fiber of your being, I don't think you could be more patient than this guy.
Well, I think Timer doesn't want me to leave, so he's low key trying to come up with a way for me to stay.
Maybe you're projecting, bro.
Bro.
I don't want you to leave.
Bro.
I asked you yesterday if you wanted me to leave, and you told me no.
So this is what actually
And
happened.
then you told me I couldn't leave till I did the podcast. So
yeah,
now
well, that's
we're
because
here.
you bailed on the last podcast. I have to go
Look.
get that fucking chair you talked about and fucking tie you down.
No, okay, look. I was helping my friend with an abusive marital situation, and I didn't go to sleep till 6 a.m., and I woke up late as
So
fuck.
you think that just because you have a good excuse that I'm unjustified?
Or you're trying to, like, bat your eyes at me?
I don't know what the fuck I was trying to do.
You see my hair? Freshly washed.
You know, you see me
You
wash
see
it.
You see my eyes?
You're like, I actually could see through that shower curtain.
No, you can only see, like,
I
through
know,
the-
I was joking.
I was looking at me, not you.
I know. You look great.
Thanks.
The fuck?
I barely tried. You
So,
told me I couldn't look too homeless on the podcast.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
That's not what I said.
Sam, are you gonna get ready? Or
I said, Sam, you gonna get all dolled up, or you just gonna walk up here looking like that?
And I told you I looked homely. Right now.
Yeah, you
this
look
is homely
homely,
more
yeah.
than homeless.
You give home vibes.
Hey, I make good food.
Did I tell you about that? You posted that Snapchat or whatever. Tell me something you think about me. I was like, you give home vibes.
Home vibes.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Do you?
I think I saved it in the chat. It's possible.
Who do you think it was from?
I don't know. Probably Angelo.
Is Angela on your Snapchat back then?
No.
It was a while ago.
I have been told that, but I think that's what you're referencing. Look,
What?
I don't need you to be pushy here, okay?
Hey, I gotta do that with everybody. So is it a 5-star stay?
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sure.
Do you know when you'll be checking out?
I mean, it sounds like you don't want me to check out.
I don't understand how you possibly could get that message.
I cannot wait you. Sounds like I'm moving in, Timer, because that's not, like, no.
I'm gonna have to raise rent. How much are you willing to pay?
Well, I just say we... No.
No, I'm gonna hold that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold that one back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Okay, cool.
Is there any questions you want to ask me, Sam? Open book.
I don't know.
Think about it.
You can feel it jiggle inside if you, like, bounce, if you, like, tap it.
Oh yeah. Well, I want you to ask me a question, but before that, is it like the toys that you would get like in the arcade if you win, like that squishy little thing you like stick your finger
It's
in
like a
it?
jelly feel.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. So,
I mean, if you'd actually use it.
well, I can't be rude. I gotta go fuck this egg.
I mean, I could go get his and show you. It's a little worn.
Boundaries.
It's a
Boundaries.
Little, it's a little worn, but, you know.
So, anything? Got any questions?
I don't know.
We're gonna write something down and like push it over to me.
I feel like, just use the egg timer. Just use it.
No questions.
Just go ahead, timer. How have you liked your time with me, timer?
If I could put it in one word, I would say tolerable.
Because I was drunk that one night. Is it because I was drunk that one night?
What one night?
Aggravating the shit out of you.
What night were you not drunk?
I'm not drunk most of the time I'm over here.
Could have fooled me.
I'm not your roommate.
Fucking balls. What the fuck? You want me to cut that, Sam?
I didn't say which one because both.
That's a fair point.
They both be.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But
I'm a firm believer in functioning addicts.
I am not drunk most of the time I'm over here.
Oh, I was just busting your
I was
balls.
talking about that one time I was drunk annoying the shit out of you.
Yeah.
I was like, is that why it was tolerable? Other than that.
So Sam, you don't have any genuine questions?
That was a genuine question.
I can't remember what you said.
How have you?
Oh yeah, tolerable. Yeah, it was tolerable. It had some highs, some lows. It's like I like you, Sam. I like Angelo, but hell, I see you more than I see Angelo.
Cause we're homies.
It's because you won't leave.
Okay. First of all, you make it seem like that.
Where you staying at these days?
Wherever I need to, timer. No kidding. So actually, my friend asked me to stay with her. Actually, like, begged me to stay with her.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then she had some family issues that came up, and she's going to have to, over the summer, have some family members at her house.
Mm-hmm.
And so then she told me I couldn't stay there anymore.
How long were you staying there?
A few days.
A few days. Okay.
Yeah.
So where were you staying before that?
I was living with my friend Olivia,
Where were you staying before that?
my mom's.
Okay.
And before that, it was with Zach. If you need to know my whole rental, is this an application? Do you need to know all my past living history?
It might be. I hope it isn't, but it might be.
Pretty much, I was staying with my mom because my mom's very sick.
Mm-hmm.
She has cancer. She has MS, 2 brain aneurysms, white brain matter disease. She has a cage in her spine from a tumor that they had to remove. They had to remove like the entire disc. And she has to have surgery May 4th. That's why I took off work, because she's having to have another tumor removed. And then they have to send it off and see if it's cancer or not. So she's been very sick, and sometimes she falls from her MS, like, motor skills, stuff like that. In memory, she has issues with. So I've been staying with her because my brother had went to prison, and he was the one staying with her. And my lease was up at the house I was living at. So I moved in with her and put most of my stuff in storage, but she couldn't have dogs.
Yeah.
And I have Ellie. She's very obedient, very quiet. No one, Ellie's been there like a year, and they never knew. And they had showed up to the house, the homeowners had showed up to the house and said they had heard Ellie bark. I wasn't at home, and they had heard Ellie bark because she thought someone was trying to break into the house. And so pretty much my mom told them, like, she hadn't been living there. She was just watching the dog while my brother went to go do something.
Yeah.
And so pretty much my mom said I had to take Ellie somewhere else. And so then I had been living with my friend Olivia, and she has 2 dogs and like a 6-month-old baby. And me and her have been living together, riding horses, going to the gym, all types of stuff together. And then her landlord lives next door, and they have some dogs, and then the people on the other side of her have dogs. And the landlord thought it was my dog making them bark at night, which Ellie doesn't do that. She's like, she'll really just lays down and chills all the time. So they were saying that Ellie had to go because they thought Ellie was the one making them bark at night, which there's coyotes also.
Yeah.
Like, it's out in the middle of nowhere, like in pretty much Benton. And there's coyotes that howl, and then there's a hound dog on the other side that howls when the coyotes start, and then it makes her dogs bark. So, because even after me and Ellie left, and what happened, like, they were still complaining. And she's like, well, the dog's fucking gone, so, and I was like, I told y'all it wasn't Ellie.
Yeah.
But I never went back after kind of proving the point, because I still have stuff over there I have to go get. But I just haven't been back over there because it's just like tiring having to go back and forth places. And Anna had offered for me to stay there.
Yeah.
And then all this is happening. So I've been looking for places to rent. It's just, I took a pay cut going to the sex shop. I get paid, I already got a raise a month after I started working there. I got a promotion and a raise after just a month being there. And it's still, with the raise, a $3 pay cut per hour.
Yeah. Significant.
Yeah, from my old management job. And so with my pay cut and everything, I do have insurance now, though. So that is something that I do get, is insurance. But I don't get as much money, and so that's kind of cut down on, because I have my truck, I have insurance, credit cards, whatever. I don't have timer managing my finances.
You could.
I don't have Tesla stock.
You could.
But a lot of places have gone up in rent.
Yeah.
Even like apartments. I really don't like apartments because they just kind of screw you with the pets, situation. And you just don't have as much privacy and like a lot of restrictions living in an apartment. So
And
I
you
kind
got
of,
noisy neighbors.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's not the best.
Yeah.
Um,
Have you thought about dancing?
I'm not gonna dance.
Is something wrong with dancing?
I did amateur night twice, and I almost had a fucking stroke before I went on stage.
Oh yeah, you don't like being in front of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and I just don't know to do my hands. Fucking
you said you
Ricky
don't.
Bobby just.
So, how are you doing, Sam?
I'm doing fine.
Are you?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're going through a lot.
It's not the first time I've been through a lot.
It's okay. We don't have to talk about it on here.
No, we're fine. We're fine. It's just not. It's just something. It's something I'm used to.
Yeah, it doesn't make it fine.
I mean, I feel like I was going through a lot more harder situation after my divorce. 'Cause he was in the military, and at the time we were living in South Carolina, or no, we were actually living in Connecticut. And we get divorced, and his mom actually flew down to help me move all my stuff back and the dogs because they told him he couldn't have dogs if I wasn't going to be there. And I had got Ellie, and he got Dave. Dave Skylark. Yeah. Was the other dog's name.
There's your Angelo giggling back there.
Yeah, so we got divorced, and his mom helped me move back. I drove a 16-foot moving truck all the way from Connecticut to South Texas. I had dropped her off first, or we dropped the moving truck off in Rockport, Texas. So from Groton, Connecticut, all the way to Rockport, Texas. So I didn't have a job. I didn't, we moved around almost every 6 months, so it was hard for me to keep a job. Like, I'd babysit and stuff like that for other moms, like other Navy moms and stuff like that. But I just never, it was hard to get a job because we move.
Yeah.
He's going through all the nuclear program. And so so I didn't have a job. I didn't really have money saved up.
Yeah.
Because we had joint bank account. In the divorce, I did get the car, and in the divorce agreement, he gave me $3,000 to move all my stuff.
Yeah.
He gave me our 2016 Nissan Rogue. Then he also was going to pay for it for a year and the insurance for a year.
Yeah.
And then he was going to pay for my phone for 6 months. Just so I can try to get back.
Get up.
Get back on my feet. And I had moved in with my dad in Longview.
Yeah.
But I had to drive all that way back, and I didn't have a job, didn't have anywhere to stay, have all my stuff, my dog. The person I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with, and be with forever is, my whole life is uprooted, and I quit school to get married.
Yeah.
And I moved because I was going to A&M Corpus Christi to be a kindergarten teacher and a coach. And then I moved to South Carolina, got married. Well, I got married, moved to South Carolina. And then we moved to upstate New York, and then we moved to Groton, Connecticut. And so I moved around a lot, quit school. So I didn't have, I feel like that was a lot more harder situation than
But no kids.
no kids.
Bravo.
Yeah. Which that's like part of that was like 3 days before my wedding, my mom said she made me a doctor's appointment.
Mhm.
And I had went to the doctor's appointment, and it was for me to get the Nexpliant implant into my arm, which that's this scar right here. And it's about this long. It's like a little rod that they implant into your arm, and it's birth control, and it's supposed to last for 3 years. My mom didn't want me and my ex-husband to have kids when we first got married. So she told me I had this doctor's appointment. I ended up getting this birth control, and I went and gained over 60 pounds in 3 months from that birth control.
Wow.
I had to ask the Navy doctor to cut it out of me after 3 months having it in. Because I was like, this is messing with my body too much. It's altered my hormones. Like, it's not doing any good at all. And my sister reacted the same way to it as well. And they were like, this is waste of, you know how much it is for this, and like telling me I'm wasting it. I was like, first of all, the Navy didn't put it in.
Yeah.
I'm just asking you to remove it, not tell me how wasteful it is, because it's harming my body.
Yeah.
And altering my body. So he cut it out, and like he was supposed to put a stitch in it, and he didn't. Like, you can see where that little ones where they put it in, and the big ones where they they cut it out of me. And he was having to like fish it out and like all types of stuff.
Shit.
And he just like put a Band-Aid over it, and so it healed open. And so that's why there's like a bad scar there, because he's supposed to put a stitch in it and didn't.
So what you're saying is don't trust the Navy doctor?
What I'm saying is don't put foreign things in your body. Maybe dicks and dildos.
Foreign dicks?
Like, whatever
Maybe
color. We
dildos.
got rainbow ones, okay? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. As long as it's made to go in your body, that's fine.
That was made to go in your body.
But that is altering your hormones and stuff. Like,
I know.
The pill, I feel like, is the best.
Yeah. No, they're coming out with like some male birth control stuff. Like some cutting edge shit.
I mean, if anything, like, if you really don't want kids, I feel like dudes should just get
Snippy?
snipped, because it's reversible.
Well, sometimes it's not.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I thought about it at one point, doing it.
Well, I mean, they do those procedures so often. Like, you have to be pretty decent at doing it. You know, like they're supposed to be reversible.
I hope so.
Yeah, they're supposed to be reversible. Women, though, it's not that easy.
Well, if you don't want kids, get fixed.
But I feel like it should be the male, because it's reversible. Some dudes are like, nah, I might want kids one day.
You know, you could just put your sperm in a sperm bank. And
Do
then get the
you,
snip,
boo?
snip, you know?
I mean,
Well, Sam, this has been a eventful conversation. Is there anything you'd like to add?
no.
No?
I was going to say something, but no.
Rent's due in 5 days.
Yeah. Well, I've done the podcast now, so I can leave, right?
Yeah, you're free. I free you from being stuck here.
Someone's got to sing an outro.
Oh, I'm not a singer.
You got to sing or rap. You got a choice.
Yeah, spit a rhyme.
Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants.
Well, thank you for joining us at the Mad Chatter Podcast. What a wild episode where we were completely very professional adults that talked about very valuable things and had very valuable insights. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Mad Chatter out!
Kill you.
We didn't laugh the whole time.